Okay, so today I'm going to be going over my Yu-Gi-Oh collection, since a lot of people still kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh. Figured might be good to do. So this is actually some of the cards I got yesterday from Walmart. Some pretty new ones. I know my video quality is not that great, but we got the see if I can't get it a little better. Okay, well, maybe not. But yeah, I got the Angel Trumpeter, Beginning of Heaven and Earth. You know, some of the more common ones. I got a few good ones, like the True King of. I don't even know that word. Stardust Cipher Divine Dragon. Pretty cool. Switcheroo. That's no. Yeah, I think that's what it says. Cypher Mirror Knight. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through the whole collection because it's pretty extensive, but Massive Morphation. Oh no, Metamorphation. Metamorphation? What? Okay, some of these names don't make no sense. Oh yeah, I did get Dark Magic Circle, which will come in handy with the Dark Magician that I got from this box. So that's actually pretty cool. It says when this card is activated, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, then you can reveal one Dark Magician or one spell and trap card that significantly lists the card Dark Magician among them, and add it to your hand. Also place the remaining cards on the top of your deck in any order. If Dark Magician is normal summoned or special summoned to your field except during the damage step, you can target one card your opponent controls, banish it. You can only use each effect of Dark Magical Circle once per turn. That's actually a pretty good card. I might use that too. I might create my own Dark Magician. I got this one is actually a pretty cool card that'll go great with my dragon deck that I use a lot. It's Masterpiece, the True Drago Slayer. Drago Slayer. It's pretty cool animation. You know, it's got like kind of the gold look to it. And that one's pretty rare. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by attributing one Drago Slayer monster or one Drago Overlord. Wait, no. Yeah, I had it right. Drago Overlord monster, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn during either player's turn, when a card effect is activated, you can negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. If this card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card by battle or card effect, you can summon one Drago Slayer monster or one Drago Overlord monster from your deck. It's actually pretty cool. If I can get more of these cards, I might build a deck around that too. But this one doesn't work for me because I don't have the right cards to summon it. I'll definitely keep that in my rare collection. Lost Wind, never heard of that one. I don't really like the little pendulum decks, or the pendulum cards and stuff. Rank up Cipher Ascension. I don't have any Cipher based cards, so I really don't need that either. Oh yeah, that's right. Let me put that in my rare It's crap. I forgot what I was gonna say. Hold on. I'll figure it out eventually. Another rare fusion monster. Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Wow. Hold on. 2 dark monsters on the field, except tokens. Wow. That's actually pretty easy. I think I have like 1 or 2 polymerizations. I might use that. Summoned monster. If this card is fusion summoned, you can make this card gain attack equal to 1 special monster your opponent controls until the end of the turn. Once per turn, you can target one level 5 or higher monster your opponent controls until the end of this turn. If this card's name becomes that monster's original name, and replace this effect with that monster's original effects. If this fusion summoned card is destroyed, you can destroy all special summoned monsters your opponent controls. Now that's a good dragon card. I could definitely use that. Another rare pendulum. Speedroid Pakingo. I don't know. Yeah, some of these cards' names are really weird. Yeah, I got pendulums. I don't even care about those. I never understood those. Ooh, a winged beast synchro monster. Assault Blackwing. So, wow. So Heya, the rainstorm. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that really well. Probably not. I mean, I've never actually heard of that one. 1500 attack and 2000 defense, so, you know, it could be better, but, yeah. Ritual Beast Return. Okay. Banish 1 Ritual Beast monster from your hand. No. I don't need that. I don't really use rituals. Kibo, Lord of the River. That's a funny name. Cannot be special summoned. If this card is normal summoned or flipped face up, you can target 1 face up monster on the field. That card is treated as a spirit monster. Also return that target to the hand during the end phase. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was normal summoned or flipped face up this turn, you can return it to your hand. Not bad. Oh yeah, this is my my new Dark Magician that I got. Actually, I think this is my first one. Can't remember if I had any others. Yeah, I do believe this is my first Dark Magician, at least with this artwork. I like the artwork. It's really good. I haven't actually seen that before. Might not know the red Dark Magician and the normal one, but I've never seen artwork this amazing. Wow. Ooh, Proxy Dragon. It's a ritual monster, I think. No, that's for a whole nother series, I think. Or like not another series, but like one of the new. It's not from the original series, I'll tell you that. I thought it was a ritual at first, but the card design is completely different. 2 monsters. If a card you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one of your monsters this card points to instead. What is this, like a Dark Side of Dimensions card? I haven't seen any of these. Wow. Well, it is a 2017 box. I think the Dark Side of Dimension came out before, or came out sometime last year. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I like it. I don't know a damn thing about that type of card, though. I don't know how to play it. It's pretty cool. Ooh, Pot of Desires. Banish 2 cards from the top of your deck face down and draw 2 cards. Wow, that's cool, actually. No, banish 10 cards from the top of your deck. Oh, that seems like a waste. I don't understand the purpose of this card. I mean, yeah, it'll work best with a banish deck, but it doesn't help if you don't know what they are. What cards you banished. Because it says banish them face down. And then draw 2 cards. That's what's a little confusing. Ooh, the XYZ monsters. I don't use these either. I was never too into the XYZs. The synchro monsters I can do. And I got some pretty good synchros too for my deck. You'll like those. Once per turn, if this card has material, which I'm guessing is, you know, the cards that one of the cards that you use to summon it, I guess. You can target one number XYZ monster in your graveyard. Okay. I forgot the new XYZ cards, they abbreviate graveyard sometimes. Except number 71. Special summon it, and if you do, attach one material from this card to it. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can choose one rank up magic spell from your deck and place it on the top of your deck. Yeah. Dreamland. Okay, I've heard of this one before. Very recently, actually. And since I don't use XYZs, there's no point in worrying about that. Oh yeah, the token that came with this box. Now some of these cards didn't come in the box, they came from a whole other pack. I just put all my new cards together. You know, it's a token there, I can use that. Bonding H2O. Tribute 2 Hydrogeddons and 1 Oxygeddon. Special summon 1 water dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard. It'd be great if I had the Geddons. And of course the Riryoku, everyone knows about that. This is actually my first one. I'm kind of excited to have one. I could probably swap out a few cards in my deck to work with it, but yeah, that one's a good one. A Legendary Ocean works great with a water deck. Alright, so it's always treated as the Umi field spell. That's good. All water monsters you control, or all water monsters on the field gain 200 attack and defense. Reduce the level of all water monsters in both players' hands and on the field by 1. Pretty useful when you run a water deck. The Legendary Fisherman 3. Wow, I haven't even seen that one before. That's actually pretty cool. Cyber Dark Claw. Wonder Balloons. Wonder Balloons is a really great card. For those of you who don't know this it's pretty common on the Duel Links game. A lot of people use it. It says once per turn you can send any number of cards from your hand to the graveyard. Place 1 balloon counter on this card for each card sent to the graveyard. All monsters your opponent controls lose 300 attack for each balloon counter on this card. So pretty useful when you're focused on special summoning cards. You can just discard them and then bring them back from the graveyard. So if you do more special summons, that works really well. Amazonia Swordswoman. It's pretty common. Water Dragon. It's also pretty common. The Armoroid and Megaroid City. I don't use either of those. I don't have enough to make a deck out of that. But yeah, those are just all the new cards that I got. And you can already tell that's a pretty big selection there. Oh yeah, I gotta put my token back in. And yeah, this is the 2017 Legendary box, I think. No, it's just one of the metal tins. I forgot I didn't get the Legendary. Okay, what's next? Okay, yeah. Some of my best cards. These are all my best spare cards, you know. Like, the best extra cards that I have. Of course, you know, you got like a collector's edition obelisk, you know, it's not really made to be in the game, but it's kind of just like something for decoration, which is pretty cool. I like that. I actually have an actual tournament legal obelisk, I think. In my actual deck, I do use that, so that's pretty cool. And then, of course, I have the full Knight collection. I mean, the Robotic Knight doesn't really go with it, but I have King's Knight, Jack's Knight, and Queen's Knight, which is pretty good together. And then Robotic. I gotta sneeze. Never mind. We got Blue Flame Swordsman. That's pretty cool. Not a lot of, you don't see that a lot nowadays because nobody really uses the Flame Swordsman as much, or at least not that I know of. I got Guilford the Lightning. It's pretty sweet. I'll probably build a warrior deck around that one day. Ryu Okami or Kamai, whatever. This one's actually pretty cool. If your opponent special summons a monster, your opponent sends one card from their extra deck to the graveyard. It works great against countering some fusion decks. When I started this collection, I had bought the structure deck for the dragon deck that's on Duel Links at the moment. For that, I cannot remember the name of that deck though. But yeah, it's one of the structure decks that you can buy on the Duel Links game. I can't remember the name. I'll probably probably mention it somewhere in the comments or the description. Yeah, this one, from when I started the collection, I actually bought that full structure deck to start out my whole collection here, and this one actually came with it. It's the Arc Brave Dragon. It's pretty cool actually. I don't use it because I got some better cards, and it's a little bit weaker than some of my other good cards. If this card is special summoned from your graveyard, you can banish as many face-up spell and traps your opponent controls as possible, and if you do this card gains 200 attack and defense for each card banished. Once per turn during the standby phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there last turn, you can target one level 7 or level 8 dragon type monster from your graveyard, except Arcbrave Dragon, and special summon it. Yeah. I've got the Dragon Ruler of Sparks. That's I don't know what deck that goes with. There's a name for it, I know that. This is a Burning Abyss card. It's pretty cool. It's got the little golden outline, and on the design it's a little bit golden and shiny. I like the shiny cards. I really do. I like them a lot better than most of my other cards. Dragon's Bind. Of course, some of you from Duel Links would recognize that from the structured deck too. Desvost Gel. I really wish I knew how to pronounce some of these names. This one's really common. Reload. Takes your whole hand and you know, shuffles it back into your deck, and then you draw an entirely new hand. It's pretty cool. Cosmo Delta Shuttle. Ah, wow! I cannot talk today. I'm sorry. This one I actually used this in my warrior. No, I used this in one of my decks on Duel Links too. The White Tiger Summoner. Hand destruction. It's pretty cool. Each player sends 2 cards from their hand to the graveyard, then draws 2. Burst Stream of Destruction. I don't really use that because I got Radiant Mirror Force, so I can just bait the other person into attacking and destroy all 3 at the same time too. So I don't have to rely on my blue eyes to be on the field. But overall, it's a pretty good card when you don't have better cards. Beacon of White. I actually used that for a little while. It's not bad, you know. If you do not control another Beacon of White, and you have 3 or more Blue Eyes monsters in your graveyard, target one of them, special summon it, but its effects are negated. Also, equip it with this card. When this card leaves the field, banish the equipped monster. Other monsters you control cannot attack. Also, if you have any number of Blue Eyes monsters in your graveyard, the equipped monster can attack up to that number of times during each battle phase. That is cool. So if you have 3 Blue Eyes monsters in your grave, you can attack 3 times with whatever this is equipped to, that's pretty sweet. So I might save that for when I start collecting some Blue Eyes monsters, and I can literally use that to overpower any card in my deck. So that'll be pretty useful one day. This one's not used a lot, so it's really not that good. Zubaba Knight. Wow, it's a weird name. Oh yeah, Toon Buster Blader. Back when I actually started playing Yu-Gi-Oh, which was many years ago, I actually had my own Toon deck with a card just like this, which is pretty cool. It's been I mean, of course I don't have them anymore, but I kind of lost all of my previous decks from all those years ago. But it feels pretty good to have another Toon back in my collection. I might start building another Toon deck with that too. The green gadgets, it's pretty cool. I think I have the Stronghold too that goes with it. Drop some cards from that in hand because it's getting a little difficult to hold. The Odd Eyes Dragon. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the original attack of that monster in the graveyard. Now that's a good one. I like that. And it's 2500 attack, so it can get over pretty much anything. Another Burning Abyss card. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I got like 6 of these. 6 Blue Eyes, which is pretty cool. I would have had more if I had enough money to buy the legendary box. Because if I had bought the legendary box, I could have all 3 Egyptian gods as well, and then I would have gotten some of the legendary cards like the Blue Eyes. But sadly, I didn't have enough to get that. Otherwise, I would have, and I would have a lot more cards right now. The Warrior Returning Alive, pretty common, you know. Shining Angel. It's a pretty weak card, but its ability looks pretty cool. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 light monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck in face-up attack position, which would go well with a Blue Dragon Summoner or the White Stone of the Ancients, I think. Because when one of those goes, when the Blue Dragon Summoner goes to the grave, you can add a light monster to your hand, which some people would go with the blue eyes, and then if you pulled out the white stone of the ancients, that would when that gets destroyed, you can automatically summon a blue eyes white dragon. So that's a pretty good blue eyes combo. Banner of Courage, of course, common. Everyone uses it pretty much. Call of the Haunted, another common card, but pretty cool. Regeki Break, Intrigue Shield. That's actually pretty good. Once it's a no, it's not a. Well, it technically is continuous because it's kind of an equipped trap. Target one face-up monster you control, equip this card to that target. Once per turn, while the equipped monster is in attack position, it cannot be destroyed by battle, and you take no damage in attacks involving it. So that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool equipped trap. Another Delta Shuttle, Ancient Gearbox. I would love to do an Ancient Gear deck too. That's pretty cool. Another Burst Stream of Destruction, Dragon Ruler of Infernos Blaster. Tribute to the Doom. That's actually a really good card. I've seen a lot of people use it. Pretty. I mean, pretty much everybody uses it in at least one of their decks. It's pretty cool. All you gotta do is discard one card, and you can select one monster on the field and destroy it. So that comes in handy in some situations. A Blizzard Falcon, a Luminous Spark that increases all light monsters by 500 points, but lowers their defense by 400. Okay, so I got Rabid Dragon. This one doesn't have an ability, but it's pretty strong. 2950 attack and 2900 defense. So, and Dark Hole. Pretty simple. Just destroys all monsters on the field. And another blue eyes. Like I said, I got like 6 or 7 of these things. They're hidden in here somewhere. Armored Glass. That's pretty cool. I got 2 more Burning Abyss cards. Those are pretty cool. It's cool because all of my Burning Abyss cards that I have the little gold outline. It's pretty cool. Magma Dragon. This one's not very common. Not a lot of people use this type of monster. Mystical Space Typhoon, another common. Dark Factory of Mass Production. Target 2 monsters in your graveyard. Add those targets to your hand. That's useful. Ooh, the Komodo Dragon. Okay, this one was one of my favorites. For turned, it was special summon this way. When this card is tributed, special summon one dragon type normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Also make its attack 0 in defense. Okay, so this one has a little bit of a different effect than the Heretic Dragon I'm used to. I mean, you can still special summon a dragon with 0 attack and 0 defense. Only this one only works when it's tributed. The other one works when when a spell or trap or any kind of card effect. Crap, I can't remember when any. Oh, wow, I'm drawing a blank here. Never mind. Healing Wave Generator. It's pretty cool. Once per turn, you can select another face-up monster you control to gain life points equal to that monster's level by times 100. It's pretty cool. I used that for a little bit too. Ooh, I do have a 6th Samurai card. Chamberlain of the 6th Samurai. Pretty cool. Okay, now for the other half of that deck, or that set. Copycat. Y'all remember this one? That one's a pretty good card. When this card is summoned, select one monster on your field. This card's attack and defense become equal to the selected monster's original attack. Pretty cool. Although in the TV series, they used it to copy magic cards, which kind of sucks that you can't do that too. I was hoping it would copy literally any card. But still a good card nonetheless. Flame Veil Guard, another Burning Abyss, another XYZ, Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. Cool. And I've got a Kaiba token and the Dragon Lord token from one of the Kaiba decks that I got. A lot of these came from a few friends of mine I collected over the years. A bunch of XYZ monsters that I don't use and don't. Oh, these are some of the rare ones. Super Heavy Samurai Beast, Constellar Pleiades, Gust King Alexander, number 65 Dajin Buster, Lightning Chidori, yeah. Number 84 Pain Gainer. That one's actually pretty cool. Numbers Overlay, that works for XYZs. Lancelot Dark Knight of Underworld, Black Ship of Corn. Wow. Another weird name. Wow, I can't even say that. Hold on. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. I don't know. I can't say that name. Mostly because I don't know what it says. I think it's like a Japanese type name. Naruto the Moral Leader. And then Arcanite Magician. That one's actually pretty cool. When it's summoned, you can place one spell counter. You can place 2 spell counters on it, and its attack it gains 1,000 attack for each counter. You can remove 1 spell counter from your field, then target 1 card in your opponent that your opponent controls and destroy that target. So that's pretty cool. Wow. Okay, that one. It's taken me almost a year and a half to 2 years to collect this much, or this many Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'll go over my deck last, and then these are just, some of the, these are all the weaker cards, some of the less rare and not very important cards. I mean, I think I have a few lying around in here, but I got a pretty big collection. I got the Destiny board set. Gearfried the Iron Knight, Wingbeat of Giant Dragon, I got the Silent Swordsman collection. Lajin, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp, classic. Darkblade. Cloning. I forgot I had that. Silent Swordsman level 5. Giant Soldier of Stone, that's pretty good. Darkstorm Dragon, Terraforming. Destiny of Rainbow. That's actually a really good card. Stamping Destruction. I might actually put that back in my deck. That's a pretty good dragon card. Marauding Captain, Injection Fairy Lily. That I haven't seen that one in a while. And that's actually pretty cool. I think every time it attacks, during the damage step, you can pay 2,000 life points once per 2,000 life points once per battle. This card gains 300 attack during that damage calculation only, so that's pretty good. Mystical Elf, Golden Dragon Summoner. Hold on. You contribute one monster, then target one monster on the field, return it to your hand once per turn. Okay. That's actually not bad. Junk Blader. DD Warrior Lady. Wow. I do have a Blue Dragon Summoner. Okay. I didn't even realize I had that. Or the DD Warrior Lady. I mean, I knew about DD Warrior, but I completely forgot about this one. This one has the same effect as DD Warrior, of course. Gen X Doctor. Some of the cards I've seen on Duel Links, I didn't even realize I had. King's Connaissance, whatever. Speed Warrior, Horn of Heaven, Thunder Sea Dragon, or no, Thunder Sea Horse, never mind. Guardian of Felgrand, that's pretty cool. Okay, what else do I got? Hundred-Footed Horror. Ooh, Curse of Dragon. That's a pretty common, one of the most iconic cards. I'm definitely gonna have to rearrange half of these cards after this, though. Get a little messy. Wherefore art thou? Where art thou? Wow. Herald of Creation, that's actually pretty good. Another one. Yeah, I'm trying not to go over the most boring cards. White Elephant Gifts. White Elephant's Gift. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Target one face-up non-effect monster you control. No, send one face-up non-effect monster you control to the graveyard and draw 2 cards. Light Pulsar Dragon, pretty cool. You can special summon that by banishing 1 light and 1 dark monster from your graveyard. Wonder XYZ. Ultimate Provenance, that's pretty cool. Pretty good. Another level 5 swordsman. Maiden with Eyes of Blue. I've heard about this card. It's actually pretty cool. When this card is targeted for an attack, you can negate the attack, and if you do, change the battle position of this card. Then you can special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Wow, that's cool. I might have enough cards to start a Blue Eyes deck. Cyber Ogre, Dark Necrofear. I got another Necrofear, Element Soldier. Oh yeah, see, there's the full Silent Swordsman selection. I got the two level 3s, a level 7, and I do kind of like the Elemental Heroes. I used to have my own Elemental Hero deck a long time ago, and of course I lost that one too. Release Restraint, I used to use that a lot. There's the yellow and red gadgets and the Stronghold that goes with it. Yeah, so I did have those. Breakthrough Skill. Sorry, I'm trying to keep him in the camera here. Zer, the Knight of Dark World. Rank up Magic Barbarian's Force. Dragon Carnation. Charge of the Light Barrage. Another Junk Blader. Mega Thunderball. Yeah. Duplicate K Falling. The A-Forces. I didn't even realize I had that either. Wow. Warrior of Die. Rifer. Reinforcement of the Army. I have that one too. Damn. A lot of the cards I use on Duel Links now I'm finding in here. Darkstorm Dragon. Oh. Sorry if this is taking a little bit longer than normal. Another Shining Angel. I'm trying to keep it a little bit shorter than most of my videos. I know a lot of people get bored just by going through a bunch of cards. Yeah. Wow, I have 3 Dark Necrofears. Okay. Another Beacon of White. Gateway to Dark World. Wingbeat of Giant Dragon. Whaletail, or what tail dragon? Yeah, Whaletail Dragon. Dragon's Rebirth. That's actually pretty cool. Battle Ox, of course. Okay, so the last little set here before I get to my main deck. Okay. Gotta cut that one into parts too. Dark Marquess Belial. That's actually pretty strong. That's 2,800 right there. Trap Hole, Horn of Heaven. Sorry, I'm getting a little cramped up here. Gilgarth, White Dragon, Wyver Buster, Burster, I don't know. Intellectual of Dark World. Okay, so the rest of those were mostly copies that I've already shown you. Radiant Mirror Force, like I said, that's a really good card. This one, when your opponent declares an attack while they control 3 or more attack position monsters, destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls, which is pretty cool. And then there's the Gearfried, the Swordmaster. Gearfried, the Swordmaster. That you can only special summon that by using Release Restraint on your Gearfried, the Iron Knight. And then when an equip card is equipped to this card, target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Shadow Spell, activate this card by targeting one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 700 attack. Also, it cannot attack or change its battle position. When it leaves the field, destroy this card. The White Stone of Legend. That's what I was at. That's what I was trying to talk about earlier. This one's just like the White Stone of the Ancients, only, well, actually, it technically is exactly like the Stone of the Ancients. When this card is sent to the graveyard, add 1 blue eyes from your deck to your hand. No, this one is different because it only adds the blue eyes to your deck, but when Stone of the Ancients is destroyed, you can summon it. Dust Tornado. Mystical Beast of Circuit. Okay. I forgot I had that one. That one's a really cool one. I think that was used in the battle between Joey and Odeon in the original series. It's weird because I still haven't seen the whole series. Like, I haven't gone through every episode yet. So there's probably still some cards that I don't know about. Tempest Dragon, Ruler of Storms. Although the S is missing in Storm. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know if you all see that. There's a missing little piece right there. Mystic Water Dragon. Dragon Spirit of White. That one's pretty cool. That one's common. A lot of people talk about that one. Aether and the Empowering Dragon. And then there's Summon Skull. Sorry, my arms are getting tired. Kaiser Seahorse. Another Radiant Mirror Force. A Hero emerges that goes with Elemental Heroes. Ventdra, the Empowered Warrior. This card can attack your opponent directly if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard. You can target one dragon, warrior, or spellcaster normal monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Brilliant Fusion, Burst Breath, a Luster Dragon, and a Hunter Dragon. So, alright. Give me a second to get these all situated, and then I will show you all of my main cards that I use for my deck. And I know a lot of you are gonna go a little bit crazy because it's I almost dropped them all. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the case that I use to keep them all in. I've had that for so many years. That's pretty cool. It's one of the original box cases. I use that to carry around my main deck. Anyway, like I said, I know a lot of you are going to go crazy because it is a 60 card deck. And I know a lot of you hate people who use like so many cards. But at least I'm not using like over the limit. And the only problem with this deck is if I take out at least one or two of these cards, my whole deck could be screwed. So it's fairly carefully done, and it works really great when I can get a good hand. So it's really good. Okay, so I'm actually going to go over the deck first instead of my extra deck. So, and of course, the first one I gotta show is the Egyptian God. One of my favorites. Aside from one of my fusion monsters that I have. Yeah. That's my obelisk. Okay, so. Okay, so to start off the first half, there's Dwarf Star Dragon Planetaire, Shield Crush, Thunder King, the Lightning Kaiju, I think, yeah. This one actually has 3,300 attack. Of course, you have to sacrifice 3 monsters. And I would tell you the effects of all of my monsters in the deck, but you know, I don't want to give away some of the strategies that I could possibly do for anyone that I might run into and duel with them who sees my video. So I don't want to, you know, give anything away, but I'm just going to go over the card names, and a lot of you can probably already guess what they are and what they do. But like I said, I'm not going to get into all of the abilities. Anyway, there's Polymerization, Call of the Haunted, Threatening War, Jar of Avarice, Inspiration, Dragon Shield, Horn of the Unicorn, Jar of Greed, and of course you gotta run an enemy controller. Another Call of the Haunted, Silver's Cry, White Stone of the Ancients, I use that. Decoy Dragon, there's a Red Eyes Black Chick, Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Junk Changer for my Synchros. Return of the Dragon Lords, Alexandrite Dragon, another Shield Crush, Threatening War, Call of the Haunted. Wait, what? Okay, yeah. So those are my second ones. I thought I put them on the bottom of this. No. And then there's Blistering Winds, and then a Red Eyes Black Dragon. Now, for the other half, I got Soul Taker. This one's actually one of the best ones in the deck. And yes, I know, of course, it's a banned card, so I can't use it in the tournaments. So I will eventually start working on a tournament legal deck when I get enough cards to do so, or you know, get a good collection to use. We have Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. It's pretty cool and pretty rare. Not a lot of people use it anymore. I don't even think it's in the new Duel Links game. Anyway, there's Fiendish Chain, Burst Stream of Destruction because of my Blue Eyes, Kaibaman, Paladin of Felgrand, Kunai with Chain. That's pretty popular with a lot of people. Divine Dragon Lord Felgrand, Dragon Knight of Creation, Monster Reborn, Trap Jammer, another Junk Changer, another Blue Eyes, Swords of Revealing Light, White Stone of the Ancients, Felgrand Dragon, another Alexandrite Dragon, White Knight Dragon, Summon Skull. I don't know how to say the name of that card. Sakuretsu armor, another magic jammer, Red Eyes Wyvern, fusion substitute, although I'm not really able to use that very well, so I might just take that out. But yeah, it's still a pretty good card when you can actually get it to work. Twin Twisters, Paladin of White Dragon, Keeper of the Shrine, Enemy Controller, White Dragon Ritual, Trade-In, and another Blue Eyes, and my field spell, Dragon Ravine. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool deck when it decides to work. So, and of course, you know the problems with having 60 card decks. You know, it's not easy to draw what you need unless it's a 60 card mill deck where you can just send cards to the graveyard instantly and then get them back, or a deck where you draw cards and all that. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna save my best card for last. So we're gonna start with the fusion. The only other fusion that I have is my first of the dragons. This one requires 2 normal monsters. It's pretty cool. 2,700 attack and 2,000 defense. And of course, you gotta go with a Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend for synchro monsters. 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense. Azura Eyes Silver Dragon, pretty cool. 2,500 attack, 3,000 defense. This one's the rare version, and then this one's like one of the common types. It doesn't have the fancy, shiny stuff. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, 2,500 attack, 3,000 defense, and of course, Stardust Dragon. It's pretty cool. And of course, last but not least, my best fusion and probably one of the most guessed fusions that I'm gonna run is my Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. That would be pretty obvious with the fact that I run 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. It'd be stupid not to have it. But yeah, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. It's got 4,500 attack and 3,800 defense. And it's got kind of like the little foil shiny stuff too. But yeah, like I said, it'd be pretty stupid to run 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons and not have an Ultimate Dragon ready and waiting. So yeah, that's my collection. Any thoughts or comments or questions, you know where to leave them. I will try to answer as many questions as I can, but I'm still just getting back into the whole Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, so I don't remember a lot of it. So like I said, any tips or questions you might have would be helpful. And if you like some of the videos that I do post, just go ahead and check those out, and like and subscribe. That would be really great. I'll try and do a little bit better quality videos, because I'm still learning the whole YouTube thing. But yeah, that's my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. Hope you like it, and I will see you next time.